Hello. Today, I would like to talk about running reports in Arial, specifically a device activity report. So before we get started, there are a couple of things we want to check out. We want to log into Arial, and we want to go into the System tab, and then go to the System category, and then check out the System tab. And we want to look at this section right here, Purge Records Older Than. Here we have this set for 30 days, which basically means that data will be held in its active database for up to 30 days. After 30 days, data is purged and put into the backup database. And I'll talk more about that in just a minute. The other thing we want to check out is we want to go over here to messaging. So in order to run reports that generate automatically and are emailed out on a regular basis, say daily or weekly, we want to make sure that we have an email address for any of the individuals that you want to send these reports to. So you go into messaging, click on the email tab. If you don't have an email address for the person that you want to send, you simply click add, type in their email address, and then hit save. At this point, the user's email address is added, and we can go into our reports and set up our reports. Today we're going to talk specifically about Device Activity Report, as it's the most used report in Arial. Up at the top, we have our saved reports. We have our system reports down here, and then over here is where we set up our report parameters, specifically filter parameters. So if we click on Device Activity Report, the first filter parameter comes up here, and this is where you choose whether or not you're going to use the active database for any reports under 30 days, or your backup database for any reports that are going to extend beyond the 30 days. If you try to run a report under active database, and say you pick the dates that are 60 days out, so you want to run a report, say for the last 2 months, you're not going to get all of that data. If you pick the date that's 2 months out all the way to today's date, you're going to get from what's 30 days out to today, you're going to get that information from the active database. For the 2 months out to the 30 days out, you will have to go to the backup database to run that report. Today we're going to run our report on active database, and we're going to pick our date and time. These are preset date and times you can use, such as yesterday, today, last 7 days. Typically, you'll pick one of those options. However, if you would like to customize your options, you can simply choose your date and your times here. So if you want to run, say, a 2-week, you could set your dates for 2 weeks out to today, and it'll automatically pick all the time formats for those 7 days or 2 weeks. If you wanted to pick today at the 3 o'clock hour, you would simply go in here, choose today, and you would choose 3 p.m., then pick today's date and change this to 4 p.m. Your sort options are under here, and you have options to choose from whether you want to sort by any of these different items. I get most requests for a report, alarm report, sorted by duration. So I want to know how many calls lasted more than 10 minutes. And in order to do that, the reset time is what you will want to sort by, because that's what's going to give you your call duration time that the call was active. And descending and ascending order, ascending is basically shortest call first to longest call, and descending is longest call to shortest call. I'll show you how that works here in just a second. We'll set it to ascending, and then we simply click View Report, and that will generate the report for us. Under Advanced Filter, we actually have more filters that we can choose from. We can choose from Device ID, we can choose from description, so if we want to sort all the way down to, or filter all the way down to a specific device, we can do that. You can pick specific days of the week. If you only want to filter out, say, Monday through Friday or just over the weekend, you could do that as well, and it will filter out the days that aren't selected. You can choose different types of incidences to list, and then specific times of day. So those are just advanced filter options. In the Columns tab, you can actually choose the columns that you want to be displayed in your report. If you uncheck any of these boxes, then those columns will not be listed in your report. You can move your columns around by selecting them and choosing to go up or down with them. So now that we've got our filter parameters set, let's go ahead and click View Report. So after doing some calculating, pulling the data, you get your actual report here. And since we have our report sorted by reset time and in an ascending order, we are getting the shortest call first. At the bottom, you'll see the longest call and the longest duration. If we wanted to change this order, we could change this to descending. We could hit update to show you the longest call first down to the shortest call last. But you have to click update in order to make those changes and get the screen to refresh. Now there are options that we can do here. We can save the file. We can print the file. If there's a printer hooked up to the server, you can actually print the file from here. If you want to save the file, it opens up a save function where you can choose where you want to save the file, and then you can choose what type of document you want. By far, most will choose the PDF, but you can also choose Excel if you want to be able to manipulate the data, pull it off the system, and then resort it or manipulate it however you want. You want to give it a name, you can give it a date. We'll just go ahead and select PDF, and I've already saved one here. Name it whatever you want. Once you click Save, in this particular case, it'll save it to the desktop. Now, say you want this report to be run every day, and you want it to email that report every day to one or more individuals. You can do that by clicking Save To. You can choose where you want the report to be saved to. In this case, daily reports would be a great place to save it, and I've already done that. So once you click that and you save it over to your daily reports, it'll show up here under your daily reports, and you can see that your filter options are all set and they won't change. So you can run this report every day just from here if you want, or you can actually go into Schedule and you can schedule this report to be run in multiple formats. You can have it run once, which is the default. You can have it run daily, monthly, or every weekday, or just on the weekends. So we'll pick daily. And then we want it to email that report daily to tflake@ampco.com. We want that report time to start on 8:15 we'll change this to 7 o'clock in the morning. Once we click OK and we click our scheduled reports tab, you now see the device activity report is scheduled starting today at 7 a.m. You also see we have other reports already set up. Missing transmitters, low battery report. These are already set up to be run every day at 6 a.m. If you want to edit this report, you simply click on it, click Edit, and it shows you what the settings are. Say we wanted to add M. Milligan. We would click that, click OK, and now we go back and look at these. We'll notice that M. Milligan and T. Flake are both checked. Once you complete this activity report will run every day, and you don't have to mess with it anymore. The people who set up will get the report in their email. And that's it. Hopefully this helps with how to run a device activity report in Arial. Thank you and have a great day.